We should probably talk about our chances.
The men are just inexperienced, Sir Cal. They need more training.
It's not enough. Ever since Kenny switched sides, there are more kids that want to go with PS4 on Black Friday.
That goddamn traitor. You know why Kenny's doing this, right? Because he wanted to be a princess, and I wouldn't let him. I said, you can be a chick, Kenny, but there's only one ruler, and that's me.
Sony released the PS4s, Cartman. They're being reviewed. People are liking them.
I guarantee you Kenny had something to do with Sony offering a Black Friday bundle. Just keep them in training, Sir Cal. Two can play at Kenny's backstabbing game.
Come on down South Park and meet some friends of mine.
Paladin Butters, I was hoping I could talk to you about Lady McCormick.
You mean Princess Kenny, my lord?
Yeah, whatever. The little prick thinks he's Daenerys Targaryen. I need to know how to deal with him. How do they deal with the Queen of Dragons in Game of Thrones?
They don't!
Well, did you finish watching Season 3 like I asked you?
Yeah, I finished it.
So what happens when the dragons show up?
Nothing! The dragons are just still on their way! They keep promising dragons, but all I get are more floppy wieners in my face!
Butters, the key to our victory is following the Game of Thrones model exactly. I have to know what happens when the dragons show up so I know how to deal with Kenny.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Here's 2 bus tickets to New Mexico. I want you to take Sir Scott Malkinson and go seek out George R.R. Martin for answers.
Who's George R.R. Martin?
He's the guy who writes Game of Thrones, Butters. He can let us both know how to handle Kenny and if we should betray Clyde or not. Let's face it, Butters. This is really about you and me getting Xboxes. The rest are simply there to help us get through those doors.
Hey! I told you kids to stay out of my damn yard!
Gee, man! We're trying to talk here!
Yeah? Well, how come every time you talk to somebody, it's about betraying somebody else?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Is this George R.R. Martin's house?
Who is this, please?
It's 2 kids who want to know what happens when the dragons show up. Hello?
I'm sorry, but Mr. Martin does not see fans.
We're not fans. Yeah, we don't like it. We don't like it. And I'm pretty pissed off if you want to know the truth.
About what?
Let me talk to George R.R. Martin and I'll tell him about what.
It's the Red Wedding, isn't it? You hate how I killed everyone off.
No, sir. We just really need to know about the dragons, but they never seem to show up.
Oh, they're coming. The dragons are on their way.
When?
You really want to know?
Please. It's urgent.
All right. King Joffrey is still at King's Landing, but there's a young blacksmith who wakes up one morning with a plan. And his wiener gently hangs down between his legs. Soft and flaccid, his wiener glistens in the golden sunlight.
No. Can we skip the wiener stuff and just get to the dragons? Oh, shit. I think I'm going to faint. What's the matter, Scud? I told you I have to eat every 2 hours. He's diabetic.
Oh, geez. Why don't you kids come out of the cold? I'll order some pizzas.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Come on down South Park and meet some friends of mine.